Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wani Gold story. I'm Sophie, and you are?
Told you.
Yeah, TOJU. Told you.
Sweet name.
So, anyway, we're here again, just to have a chat and talk about the things that I feel that couples should talk about, or we feel that couples should talk about. And the word on my mind today is forgiveness. Forgiveness.
Nice.
And when we say forgiveness, what does it mean? I believe that for everyone it is different, yes. And what are you willing to forgive? What can you forgive? So we'll start on one main thing. We'll start from, money. So, finances.
Okay.
What would you do if you find out maybe your spouse was keeping a secret stash or spent a certain amount of money? How would you take it? So let's be honest. People want to hear. If you found out that I was keeping some money somewhere and you didn't know about, how would you react and would you be willing to forgive?
Okay. Well, this is very simple.
Yes.
If you were someone else, it would have been different.
Okay.
Now, oftentimes when we've had funds, you've proved to me again and again that the funds, however they come in, whether through me, through you, the funds are ours.
Yes.
So for me, if I find out that you've kept a certain amount of money in safe places,
Yeah.
I think I'll be overwhelmed because I know that money was probably kept for a better use.
Okay.
Unfortunately, families don't operate in that manner.
That's true.
Some women would keep such funds because they want to buy jewelries, they want to buy items of maybe ornaments that make them beautiful, buy long bone straight and all that stuff. So, but because you...
What of men? Why would a man hide funds?
I don't know. Because it's not in my nature to.
No,
but a
no,
lot
I'm
of
not
men do that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
When their spouse is a bit greedy. Okay? So for me, greed is the primary reason why some people keep funds.
Okay, whether men or women.
Yes.
Okay.
Now,
okay.
But like you asked me a direct question,
Yes.
and for me, that question seemed like, okay, you.
Okay.
Not from another
exactly,
point of view.
Yeah, because
so
that's the way we operate. Yes.
If you keep setting funds and I find out, I know the funds will still end up edifying and making the family better.
Okay.
You don't have another place where you're spending the funds on.
Okay.
But if I liken that to some families where the man probably has another place where he's spending money and the woman has another place where she's spending money. So conflicts like that can never be resolved until those external revenue points or expenditure points are eradicated.
Okay.
So if a man has extended families or extended relationships that he's spending money on, definitely he wants to hoard as much as he can so that he can fund some of these excesses.
Okay.
Same thing with the woman. The woman might have a lot of pressure from family and
whatever it is that
even side bubble, like these things happen, and she's probably spending those extra funds on those
extracurricular.
Yeah. So that's one of the things. But in our case, and which I am happy and I'm grateful to God for, is that funds kept by you, because the kind of person I am, like I'm a bit frivolous. Isn't that what they call it?
Why would you say that?
What I mean is sometimes I tend to want to solve the needs of humanity. So
No,
maybe
no, no. But that's not frivolity. Frivolity is when you're using it for,
no. What I mean by that,
Mm.
that's why I was a bit careful with that statement when I
Yeah.
said frivolous, if that's the right word. It might not be the
The
right
word
word.
is philanthropist.
Okay.
I think that's the word you're
So
looking for.
I really don't know when to stop. So if you turn out to want to keep certain funds
Yeah.
for a later day or for safekeeping, for me it's a win-win
I get
because
what
the
you
money will still be spent
for us
for
as a
us.
family.
It's kept for us. Meanwhile, the ones that are in my possession, I'm almost quick to give it all away. And it's a blessing for me to have someone who will be able to keep some for a later day.
Yeah. So we say all that to say this. I think every couple should have 3 accounts, depending on how your family runs. For us, we don't have a problem. My money is your money is my money. That's the way we operate. But if you don't operate like that, if you know that you have other things you want to do on the side, personally, I would say have a family account where all the bills and everything, the things for the family is going out from.
Okay.
Then each person should not have their own money, just that little bit that you want. I don't know whoever is bringing in the money or however the money is coming out. So you know that, okay, you have this money to do whatever you want to do and it's not my business.
Yeah.
And I have this money to do whatever I want to do and it's not the other person's business. I think that's an easier way to go about it, because we found that a lot of people, finances is always an issue, because this one, maybe the person that is bringing in more money feels they have more power. But when you got into that relationship, especially if it's like a proper relation, a long-term relationship, that's the word I would use. I would say marriage, but a long-term relationship, you've already been, you're already in this and you've been in this, so you have to find what works for you, what makes everybody happy. There's no two ways about it. So another thing we're going to talk about is sex. Dun dun dun. So, can you forgive? I would ask you. He doesn't like to talk about these things, but I feel it's something we need to talk about. And be honest, if you can't forgive, say you can't forgive, so that people out there will know, okay, I'm not the only one. You understand what I mean? Personally, my this is my truth. If I found out that, God forbid, that he cheated, and I would forgive, but I would want to know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you, God.
Me, God.
As in, I would want to know what happened, why it happened. I don't need to know the dates and the gory details, but like what why and then we can walk from there. You know what I mean? So that is my own personal thing. You have to find what works for you. So over to you. Would you forgive? Be honest. If you can't, just say you can't. There's no.
Okay. I'll say it clearly and easy. Now, because before I got married, okay, I've always had this mental imagination, like, okay, this thought of, okay, if my wife cheats on me, what would I do? Um, what I always thought I would do is I would do my best to, maybe for a period, starve the woman of sex. That was my thought. But becoming married, discovering that women vary, women differ. And for your person, starving you of sex is just giving you a free way to be you. So in most cases, that might not work. It has to do with the way your spouse is. Now, why do I have to say this? Now, if you eventually, or if anything happens and you cheat on me sexually, I would worry a lot, because sex is not your thing. You're not one who is given to sex as you're almost being forced to have sex anyway.
That's
So,
not true. That's not true.
but what I mean by that is that because you are not a sex person, when I discover that, oh, you've had extramarital affair or sex, I would believe that I have lost you to an extent. That would be my thoughts, that okay, the situation has really gone that bad, and I would like to know where did we go wrong. Do you get, rather than thinking about forgiveness or not forgiveness.
No, but first instance, if you come
First
to,
instance,
do you
I'll be
think,
beating hard. I'll be very
but do you
upset.
think you'd be able to forgive them?
In the long run, I will be.
Okay.
For us.
But not immediately. Okay, yeah.
For
that's,
us.
That's your truth, yeah.
After a while, I will, because I would want to. I'm not one who wants to just pull down the wall. I'm one who wants to weigh why and.
But what you're saying
reasons.
is to affect you mentally.
I
and
will be affected
emotionally,
mentally,
yeah.
because I know that you're not one who gives to sex. So when you do
something as
grievous as that, I know that something definitely happened. There's something the other fella is doing that I'm not doing, and for me, it's almost like a loss. But I wouldn't just, like I said, tear the wall down. I would want to know why and how we can resolve the issues. But for me, sometimes I'll just think that, okay, that person probably is doing something better, and
Okay, so we are going to continue this series on forgiveness. So don't, keep following us, like and sharing, subscribe, whatever you need to do to continue to get these videos from us. We will continue on forgiveness, but on this note, we would want you to say in the comments, be honest with yourself. Financially, if somebody cheated on you financially, would you be able to forgive? Would you be able to forgive sexually? We've said our truth. We want to hear your truth, and we look forward to seeing you. This is our Valentine's Day special. We love you.
Mwah.
Thank you very much. Bye.